Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all how I got this look using the new Morphe 35C Everyday Chic palette. I think this palette is so pretty and it has a mix of matte and shimmer, some color, some neutral, some darker shades, so it has a little bit of everything. So I think it's going to be perfect going into fall and winter. But if y'all want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. I'm starting out with my favorite foundation, which is Found Sealer by Tarte. I've actually been using this since it first came out, and it is still by far my favorite foundation. I just love how lightweight it feels. I don't feel like I have anything on my skin. That's one thing with foundations I don't like, is something that's thick and heavy. So this one is perfect. It's a sheer to medium buildable coverage, and it gives you a luminous look because it's very hydrating. I have a more normal to oily combination skin type, and it still works really well for me. It stays on all day. I do set it with a powder to take a little bit of the shine away, but I personally love a dewy look, so I really love this foundation. Next, I'm going to cover up my terrible dark circles, starting off with the Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector. What a corrector does is corrects the darkness where concealer just covers it up. Sometimes if you don't use a corrector, the darkness will come through the concealer, so hopefully that makes sense. And this corrector has a peachy tone, so that's going to counteract the darkness. It also instantly brightens, so I can tell a big difference just with this by itself. So then I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which is my favorite concealer. I've been using it for years. It is very full coverage and it also stays all day long. Now I'm going in and setting my under eye as well as the rest of my face. Sometimes I will use a banana powder, which is just a yellow setting powder for under my eyes to brighten a little bit more, but most of the time I just use a translucent powder, and that's what I use to set my face, just because it has no color, so it's not going to change the color of my foundation. This is a Shape Tape Glow Wand, which is just a liquid highlighter, and I like to do this step next because honestly I add quite a bit, and I use a powder blush and powder bronzer, so I don't want to have any lines. And I just use the same damp beauty sponge that I use for my foundation to blend it out. Even though this product does come with a smaller sponge on the other side, I just like how this blends out better. Please ignore my dirty brush, but I normally just contour my cheeks just to make them stand out a little bit more. So I'm going in with the powder bronzer in the Tarte Pro Glow Contour Kit. Next, I'm going in with a Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the shade Glisten. This is one of my favorite colors, and Tarte blushes are the only ones that I use because they are so pigmented and they last all day long, and the color doesn't fade throughout the day either. So I don't have to do this step since I use the glow wand, but I wanted a little extra glow. So now I'm going in with the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Loose Highlighter. For my brows, I'm using the Tarte Sketch and Set double-ended brow pencil. On one side, it has a skinny pencil, which I'm using here, and then the other side, it has a tinted brow gel. I have really been loving this lately, and I'm using the shade Medium Cool Brown. So you're supposed to outline your brows with the pencil part and then use the gel to fill it in, but lately I've just been going ahead and outlining, filling in with the pencil, and I'll use the gel in the front of my brow to make it look a little bit more natural, but I do like it the other way as well. I just like to switch it up sometimes. Now I'm taking my favorite black eyeliner, which is the Clay Liner by Tarte, and just lining my upper waterline. I have to kind of do it this way because I have contacts. I don't know how people do it with kind of their eyes closed. Now for the eyeshadow, I'm starting off with a shade called Cute Shoes, and the shadow names are on that little clear plastic piece that is on top of the palette. Normally I throw those away, but I happen to still have it. So keep that if you want to know the shadow names, but this is my transition color, so I'm placing it right above my crease, blending it up just a little bit. And I always like to build the color until it's as dark as I want, and then I take a clean fluffy brush and buff out the edges. For my crease, I'm using the shade called OU, and I have to place it slightly above my natural crease because I have hooded eyes, and if I was to relax my eyes, you can't see my natural crease, so I have to go up just a little bit. So if you have hooded eyes, I recommend just creating your own crease. Hopefully that makes sense. And I do the same thing, just build it until it's as dark as I want, and then buff it out. Next, I'm taking a flat, dense brush and packing on the shade Side of Sass, which I think is the perfect shade for me. And I wanted it to stand out a little bit more, so I sprayed my brush a little bit with a setting spray just to really make it pop. Using the same shade I used in my crease, OU, I'm going to buff this all the way across my lower lash line. And after I do that, I'm going to use that same black eyeliner and line my lower waterline. Now I'm using the shade On My Way and placing it on my inner corners just to brighten up my eyes a little bit. Next, I'm using Maneater Mascara by Tarte. This is definitely my favorite mascara, and I have been using it for probably over a year now, but I love it because it really gets in there and separates your lashes, and it doesn't get clumpy. And to finish off the look, I'm going in with MAC Velvet Teddy, and then I'm going to top it with Creme de Nude, also by MAC. This is one of my favorite nude lip combos. So I tried to do a more neutral look this time since my last tutorial was a little bold, so I really hope that y'all liked it. And let me know down below in the comments if y'all are ready to start seeing some fall looks, or if you're hanging on to summer like I am. I always love hearing what y'all want to see. But if you liked this look, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I make new videos every week, but I don't have anything else to say except thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.